Hello everyone. I want to share a small suggestion, not a suggestion, maybe a concept, and then suggestion over that concept later on is basically on synchrodestiny and synchronicity. So what synchronicity means is I have talked about in my earlier videos, but then I want to make it understand very practically what exactly is synchronicity and how it works and appears in everyday life. Now, synchronicity is something which is getting configured or choreographed through the universe directly. That means the human efforts has no cause and effect relationship. You have an intent, and the intent get materializes. For example, I'm thinking of someone, and the same person calls me up or writes me an email, or if I'm thinking something, and that same thing appears to me. Now, once I say that, I have a strong intent, a clean intent, a pure intent with unconditional unfolding. But this intent is materialized in non-local world, which the Eastern wisdom traditions call it soul. Uh, that's another deeper topic to understand what soul is, because I have a lot of videos on that, and plus we can make something else in the near future. Second thing is this intent is manifested in the non-local world, but it appears in the local world. But the local world has no cause and effect because this is totally choreographed by the universe. But the point is that once you have synchronicity in your life, you understand a lot many things, and you live a life which is free of karma. That means you are no longer an individual separated mind, and the mind इसको बंद कर दीजिए पंखे को एक मिनट. The mind is completely inseparable, and this inseparable mind, which is the universal mind, because if you have a separate identity, then you hold a separate mind, and the separate mind is karmic mind. And once you have the universal mind, which is totally non-separable, then you can understand synchrodestiny happening, because once your mind is merged into the self, uh, the universe operates through you. So you allow things to happen through you. Exactly, you are manifested into the absolute self, which is just there as a tool for the universe to be manifested. And you experience synchronicity there in everyday life. So it's not a magic, it's not mystical, it's quite practical. And there are ways to do it, there are techniques to understand oneself, but the most important thing is to do a lot of inner work for yourself, because once you get into the zone, you don't go back what life you were leading before. It's like a child when it grows up and becomes an adult. He can't go back to what he was when he or she was a child. So if you see yourself and flip back, you're a complete different person, which you won't understand your own self. But one small hint or a caution: synchronicity will not work out for you till the time you live with the ego mind, because then you think you and universe are different and separate. And it only happens when you becomes unconditional for everything in life, and you can attract anything in the world, in the universe, if it's for everyone's higher good. So unconditional love with unconditional vibrations and gets manifested synchrodestiny or synchronicity in your everyday life. I can speak more on this. I can speak more elaboratively on this, but for the meanwhile, I'll just keep it short and crisp here, because what I wanted to say, and the reason I'm making this video, is synchrodestiny is not a mystical term. It's not magic. It's universal choreography operated through the universal mind, which is you and me. Okay? Provided one understands and submits or surrenders unconditionally to the universe, and you see synchronicity happening in everyday life. And then you can go back to what life you were leading before, because you're completely transformed. Enjoy your day. Stay blessed.